to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw, it's Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, Murray. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Murray now to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Murray to air it out again. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Touchdown, Cardinals! Murray able to connect with Christian Kirk. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. going to go deep for Beasley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Took a heck of a chance there, didn't he? Result-based business, we know that. That result was positive for him. But, oh my goodness, how close was that to being negative?
Well, because you're essentially in the shadow of your own end zone there to go for. I get it if it's late 4th quarter. Well, it paid off. I guess the end justifies the means, right?
It certainly does. Had to be more than a gut feeling there. Had to be just total confidence they would pick it.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field, but to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gregory Rousseau. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Murray going to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them. And he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. First carry for James Conner, and he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite third and long on the horizon. Now Murray. Being chased out left. Big hold of the 30. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Let's go! We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11 now. Throwing now is Murray. Ertz over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Murray now on first down. And this one's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Murray again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. Ertz has it left side. And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cards get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And Prater's not going to get this one. Missed it. No good. Wide to the right. Visiting kickers for years have had trouble with field goals here in Buffalo. The winds off nearby Lake Erie can really play havoc with your ability to aim the football correctly. And we saw an example right there. No good. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the 2nd half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And just a yard to go here on second down. Allen off the play fake. Out to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now left side on the swing pass. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown. Murray able to connect with Christian Kirk. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 2nd and 4. They go right back to Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen steps away. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Allen's throw here pulled in by Beasley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now. Flushed out right. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm going to...
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, 46 yards. And the Cardinals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. At the 18-yard line. Singletary again. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. On first down, Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen now on the option right, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Check 52. He's coming.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. To throw is Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, This is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. At their own 13-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of
oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Eluding the pressure right. Green brings it in, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Flush to his right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Murray to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.